Welcome back to a new video. In this series we focus on the chthonic gods and goddesses. They are associated with death, the afterlife, and the fertility of the earth. They were believed to reside in the underworld, a realm that was simultaneously a place of darkness for the dead and a source of life-generating fertility. This video is about Erebus. He is the primordial god of darkness. His name literally means deep shadow or gloom in ancient Greek. He isn't a god with temples or thrones. Erebus is a cosmic force, and one of the first beings to exist in Greek myth. Erebus symbolizes primordial darkness. Erebus is the thick, inescapable gloom that surrounded the earliest state of the universe. He's not evil, just eternal, impersonal, and consuming. Transition. Erebus is both a being and a place, the first passageway of death, the darkness that souls enter after crossing the boundary of life. Creation through opposites. Together with Nyx, night, Erebus produces light, ether, and day, Hemera, showing that darkness isn't the end, it's the beginning of creation. Origins and family. From chaos, the primordial void, came Erebus and Nyx. With Nyx, Erebus fathered Ether, the divine light of the upper air. Hemera, the personification of day. Some traditions also say he helped father other abstract and chthonic forces like Hypnos, sleep; Thanatos, death; Moros, doom; Charon, ferryman of the dead; Nemesis, Eris, Apate, and more. Whether he sired them or they were Nyx's alone depends on the source, but Erebus is always linked to these mysterious, inescapable forces. Erebus is a place. In many myths and rituals, Erebus is also the name of a region of the underworld, not a final destination, but the dark gateway all souls pass through. Souls, guided by Hermes, would descend through Erebus on their way to the fields of Asphodel, Tartarus, punishment; or the Elysian fields, reward. Erebus is that blank void they pass through, empty, silent, and total. Myths and stories involving Erebus. Erebus is a background figure, but there are several myths and traditions where his presence or name is invoked. Myth number 1, the egg in the dark. Long ago, in a time before the world, Erebus and Nyx ruled the endless black. But something stirred in their shadows, something strange. In the middle of that darkness, a great silver egg formed. It glowed faintly, pulsing with potential. And one day, it cracked. From the egg came Phans, the shining god of life and creation. He brought with him time, order, and the first spark of the cosmos. So even though Erebus is darkness, he is not destruction. He is the cradle of creation, the quiet before the first heartbeat. Myth number 2, Odysseus walks the path of Erebus. When Odysseus needs to speak to the prophet Tiresias, he must travel to the land of the dead. He sails beyond the known world, to a place where the sun never rises. There, on the edge of the world, he digs a trench and pours out blood. The shadows gather. He is standing in Erebus, the dark veil of the underworld. Here, ghosts whisper and wail, drawn to the offering. One by one, they rise to speak. Odysseus is chilled not by what he hears, but by what surrounds him, that thick, ancient silence that even heroes fear. This isn't Hades' palace or Tartarus' pit, this is Erebus, the black threshold every soul must pass through. Myth number 3, the music that crossed Erebus. When Orpheus lost his beloved Eurydice, he descended into the underworld, guided by his grief and his lyre. As he played, his music drifted through Erebus, the cold shadows that guard the way to Hades. The dead paused. The darkness listened. Even Erebus, vast and unmoved, seemed to hold its breath as Orpheus passed. It was said that his melody was the only thing that ever made Erebus feel, not joy or sorrow, but a moment of still, aching beauty. Worship and depiction. Erebus had no cults, no altars, and no temples. He is a primordial, too vast and abstract to worship directly. You wouldn't pray to Erebus for help, you passed through him in death, or acknowledged him in ritual or poetry. He is rarely depicted in art, but when personified, Erebus is imagined as a shadowy male figure. often cloaked in black mist, or even formless. In literature, he's called the Black Veil or the Dark Womb. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want a video about a specific mythological being, please let me know in the comments. Have a great day!